You're on.
All right. Let's keep going with this. So on this part, we are going to actually take your drill and you're going to drill through here into this wood. So you would, find it on the back here. You would drill through. What I do when I'm by myself, because I don't have any help when I'm at home alone, is I line it up, I drill my first one through, and this kind of hangs. Then I get my level, I level the door, I level the shelf, and I drill in the second hole. So that's how I get the shelf to be a level shelf. The next part, after you get your 4 shelves on, is to do your chains. I'm going to put this back up. So, in order to do your chains, you can buy this chain. It's number 16 at Lowe's. It's 15 foot in the box. It is $6.97. And I still have enough to do my last shelf on the bottom to finish this project. One second. Got a little loop here. Of course I do. Just to waste some time. There it goes. So, I suggest when you're putting the chains on that you start at the top and work your way down the shelves, because that way your next one will be directly underneath the first one. And this is not staying still. These will get better, guys, I promise. So what I do for this is I get my handy dandy screw gun. And I bought actually smaller screws at Lowe's. Just so I could not go all the way through the wood. And what you want to do, what I do is I actually leave the whole chain on. I've already cut this because I wanted to go a little faster on this video. But you line it up so your screw gun's right there and screw in the top of the chain. Now, this would have the rest of the 15 foot on it. I bring it down to where it measures nicely and it'll line up. Not tight, you want it a little play in it. And then you just screw in the front part of your shelf, or the front part of your chain into the front of your shelf. I would make sure that you go in the middle of this, and you could even pre-drill holes where you want the front chain to go so that the wood doesn't split. And this has already been drilled, so you just screw that on. Now your shelf is solid, and it has like an anchor piece to it. I wanted to show you about wood putty in case you make a mistake like I did right here. I drilled this hole way over here and it looked awkward, so I just unscrewed it and screwed it in more in the appropriate place. And then I just took some wood putty with my finger. You can just dab a little bit on your finger, rub it into the hole, let it dry, and then you can lightly sand it and repaint. The last thing that I want to talk about is the back of your piece and the sides. If you do not plan on mounting this to the wall, if you plan on just leaning it against the wall, which is fine, that's how it was made. If you're gonna mount it, it'll be fine to leave the back undone. But if you're gonna lean it or you're gonna move it around, this is what happens when you paint the front. Some of the paint will drip onto the back of the shutter. So you either need to spray paint the back one solid color or paint it like the front. But before you do that, I would take wood putty and cover these holes where the screws are at. It'll lock in the screws better and it'll just make things stronger. You can spray paint this too. You don't have to use a brush. You could spray paint it. And so these shells are pretty strong. I actually, this piece, no cameraman helper. Let's do it this way. Bloopers. There we go. So, this little candle is quite heavy, and it has a candle mason jar inside of it. And then I put some pictures on it. It is made for light things, not for books and stuff. But if you wanted to make it stronger, you could come in with brackets right here. I just think it would take away from the look of how it all looks. You know, I don't know if anybody has questions. You can email me on Facebook. Please check out our How to Redo page. I will be coming to you next week a little more organized, and we'll do another show with another project. If you have a project that you'd like to have done, contact me and I'll try to get that on our next show. Have a great day. Thanks for coming to see us. Bye.